Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Pacers in Indiana.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Smith, then it's Zeller, and it's Capella in at the 4.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
And Harden with the stuff.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
Now, here's Wade. Bosh sets the pick for Wade. Shot, high post.
That's a wall.
No good from Bosh. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Ariza kicks to Zeller. Smith dishes to Harden. Five on the clock. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosh. Oh, man. He has a highlight reel to himself, guys. Johnson, he's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Houston also making some changes. Corey Brewer's checked in for Ariza. Bayless comes in for James Harden. And Freak subbed in for Ish Smith. Now here's Winslow. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Unloads from 13. Misses off the right iron. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shoots from 12. And it's Houston with another.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Outside Dragic. Dishes it to Bosh. Lets it go from 14.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky.
Give it up for your Heat dancer.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
Sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Right from the start, they have been able to.
Heat. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Winslow comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Jared Bayless subbed in for James Harden. Bayless the pass to Vega. Off target at the rim.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Wade on the wing. Inside. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
And Bayless kicks to Freak. The reverse. And he sinks the layup.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
The Heat leading by 4. Wade kicks to Winslow. He feeds it to Johnson. Good D by Ariza.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Stolen by Wade. Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
And Greg,
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Houston also making some changes. Corey Brewer's checked in for Capella. Bayless comes in for James Harden. And Freak subbed in for Ish Smith. So on the floor for Houston. Vega in at point guard. Brewer is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 8 points a game last season. 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
he certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Dragic with it, out-defended by Freak. From deep, Richardson, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Richardson's got 7.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And Brewer kicks to Bayless. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Dragic. And it's Freak missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.